I want you to find two numbers that are on your unit circle, 2 degrees that are on your unit circle that add up to 255, but don't scream it out. If I have 210 and 45, I'm going to call 210 the alpha and 45 the beta, okay? And I'm going to say 210 is the first guy. Now, if you had written 45 and 210, then alpha would be 45. It doesn't matter. It's going to all work out, okay? So I'm going to only do 2 of these. I'm not going to do all 3 because it'll take too long. But if we have 210, we have the sine of alpha plus beta is sine of the first guy times cosine of the second guy plus cosine of the first guy times sine of the second guy. Got it? Unit circle and go to 210. And who is the sine of 210?
Negative one half.
Negative 1/2. The cosine of 45 is root 2 over 2. And the cosine of 210 is negative root 3 over 2.
Negative root 1.
And the sine of 45 is another root 2 over 2. All of these answers kind of look alike, but they all have different signs and stuff, so you've got to be careful. Okay, so we've got negative 1 times root 2 is negative root 2 over 4, 2 times 2, plus negative root 6, negative root 3 times negative root 2 is negative root 6. You see it? Over 4. You got a common denominator, so this is equal to negative root 2 minus root 6 over 4. Now I want everybody in your calculators to put negative root 2 minus root 6 and hit enter. Negative root 2 minus root 6.
Negative root 8.
No, you can't add negative roots. Radicals are added like x's and y's. So put it in your calculator and hit enter. And then divide that by 4 and hit enter. So what is the sine of 120?
Root 3 over 2.
And cosine is negative root 2 over 2. Cosine of plus cosine of 120 is negative 1/2.
Yeah.
And root 2 over 2.
Yeah.
Sine of 135.
Yep.
And then that's going to be negative root 6 over 4 minus root 2 over 4, which is the same thing, but the negative root 6 is before the negative root. We're proving that these two are congruent, are equal to each other. So I've got cosine of alpha and beta, right? So cosine formula is going to be cosine of 90 times cosine of theta minus sine of 90 sine of theta. Everybody get that?
Yeah.
What is the cosine of 90? 0.
0.
0 times cosine of theta
0.
minus sine of 90, which is 1 sine of theta. So that's going to be 0 minus 1 sine of theta, which is equal to negative sine of theta. You're proving that the left side equals the right side by using the sum and difference formula.